loves, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Joy, and guys, he just doesn't stop. Biden does not stop. So if you saw yesterday's video, and if you haven't, go race over and see it. And if you did, I want to thank you. Since I came back about a week and a half ago, it is the best one. It's continuing to do well. But if you saw it, then you saw what happened yesterday with Nato. Oh my gosh. First of all, this whole thing with Nato, it's so cringy and weird. It's very like, we're amazing, self-congratulatory. And for me, it's almost like, and for what? What do y'all do? Like, it just feels like it's a bunch of people who are playing really awful hoity-toity music, like sniffing each other's farts. But, so he goes and makes a speech. And the guy that he ends up giving the presidential, I think, Medal of Freedom or something, he ends up alluding to the fact that he's banged his wife and asks for forgiveness. It's weird. Well, we have more gaffes with him and that guy. And it looks like Biden is trying to fight somebody. So I'm gonna have to break this all down. But guys, if you like content like this, make sure and subscribe, leave me a like. And as we're going through this, sound off in the comments and tell me, are you seeing things that I don't? Well, this NATO summit or whatever this is has continued, and it's glorious. So the first thing I want to play, and I'm not going to play all of it because it's too long, but it's weird. So it's, I guess, I don't know if you call it like an opening ceremony, but it's what it looks like. And so all the leaders for NATO or whoever these people are, like Zelensky is there, and the guy that apparently Biden gave the medal to and blanked his wife is there and has to stand next to him and give speeches to him. And there's all this weird presidential music. Okay, this is another thing that just, I didn't understand at all. In this beginning opening ceremony, they all stand out. I guess this is like near the White House, and they're all poised and positioned, and they just kind of stand there like this, Biden next to the guy with his wife that he banged. And they're just standing there for like 30, 40 minutes like this while all this music plays. And then they have these like redcoat guys that look like the old English that we beat out of the country come in and do this weird little side step with their feet. It's just really awkward. It's really, really awkward, and I really don't know what to think. But then, of course, he makes a speech. And now he doesn't make a speech, then he meets with the prime minister. So we're gonna jump in. Check this out with me. So guys, don't worry, this part isn't too long. These are people who are just arriving. Okay, whatever, I think that's Zelensky, or Zelensky is on his way. See how they're all positioned here? And I don't know if you can hear kind of the music in the background. They're all just standing there, weird. Like, look at this guy, he doesn't know where to put his eye. Like, I don't know what to do with my hands. He didn't know what to do with his eyes. It's just so awkward. I would hate this. I'm not trying to be mean either. Like, they all have to line up. And look, there's Biden, and there's the guy, and that he banged his wife. I guess his wife's next to him? Is that the guy's wife? Is that the one he was banging on? But look at them. And you hear this? I think that's when they play the band and like the redcoats come in with their feet. I don't think this one shows it. But they just stand there really awkward for like 30 minutes. Listen to this music, like, we are amazing. We create wars and do awful things.
Every day on the border is a challenge.
101 to base, go ahead.
I can't deal with it. I can't deal with how awkward this is. How do you do stuff like this? You have to most really think that you're amazing. What are you saluting? The fact that we're in poverty? Continue not being able to pay your bills. And Zelensky, I believe, is somewhere at the top. They'll probably show him here in a minute. Ah, there she is. Banging away. Like, I don't know, like, considering, and Jill's pretty cute. I think Jill's pretty, you know. I don't know, doesn't seem like his type. There's Zelensky, there he is. That's, you know, Ukraine.
This is a big night at the White House.
Here we go.
Celebrating 75 years of the greatest alliance the world has ever.
75 years of the greatest alliance. I feel bad for him, because even when he's not, like, directly messing up, everything he says sounds drunk. Am I the only one? Does it all just sound drunk and slurred? At this point, like, I know we laugh and stuff, but I feel like at this point it's like you laugh because if you don't laugh, you go crazy. I'm one of those people that I'm fully on board with dark humor because sometimes this is what you got to do to cope. I feel bad for him, but we're still going to laugh at it because it's ridiculous.
are known. Jill and I are honored to have so many close allies and close friends all in the same room. 75 years ago, when our nations created NATO, former President Truman said, and I quote, what we're about to do here is a neighborly act. A neighborly act. The allies in this room not only share a common language, don't share a common language, we do not share a common border, but we are neighbors.
What? And guys, I love it. So there are a few things where you can tell a Bidenism is about to happen. When he starts to repeat words, he's starting to lose. So did you see there were twice where he started to repeat words? There was one before, and then there was neighbors. And I thought, here we go. Also, anytime he goes, and by the way, I get all perked up and excited. I'm like, oh, what off-script piece of weirdness is about to happen now? What did he, I want to go back. Like, can I go back a little bit? What did he say? What? I don't understand what was just said. Let's listen again.
Nations created NATO. Former President Truman said, and I quote, what we're about to do here is a neighborly act. A neighborly act.
Here's the double.
The allies in this room not only share a common language, don't share a common language, we do not share a common border, but we are neighbors. We're neighbors.
I'm so confused, I can't even repeat it back to try to decipher it. But again, I don't think he knows what he's saying. And the worst part is, guys, he's reading off script. This isn't like, he's not going off script right now. He is reading from a speech and still messing it up. I feel bad for the guy.
Because we all share common beliefs in dignity, equality, democracy, and freedom. And we're all neighbors because we're there for one another. The neighborhood
The American people are there for Ukraine, and we're there for any war that Biden wants to get us into. I think we're in 2 wars right now. That's typically how that works. And is NATO going to come and help us because we're in poverty? No. Is NATO going to come help us pay our bills? No. All seems like a sham to me.
I grew up in, that's what you do. When a neighbor needed help, you pitched in. When the bullies threatened the block, you stepped up. When a bad snowstorm hit, you shared supplies and made sure everyone was safe.
But we don't have any supplies to share now, and now we're all freezing.
When the new family moved into the neighborhood,
That was just like one incoherent long slur. Y'all heard it, right?
welcome them with open arms. And why did we do this? Because we knew we were in it together. We knew that our own house was safer when the entire neighborhood was as well. So please join me in raising your glasses.
I feel bad for him.
Boss. To NATO and to our neighborhood of nations.
And there's the guy that he banged his wife is right next to him, and he has to stand there for all this awkwardness. I could never be in these positions only because I could not handle the self-congratulatory, fart-huffing awkwardness you have to do. You have to have such a big ego to put on a production like that and take yourself seriously when you put your people in poverty. I don't understand it.
May we continue to grow stronger and closer in all the years ahead. Now I'd like to invite my friend, Secretary Stoltenberg, before to NATO.
Banged your wife.
4 years, boss. Thank you.
Just said, come on up here, boss. I think he called him boss.
So it's great for all of us to be here tonight. But this is more than an important political building. This is also your home.
And your wife.
The place you live. So thank you for having us over for dinner tonight.
Okay, I'll start in the customer data warehouse, but then I'll need raw event logs. And I'll pipe everything into a notebook to do the...
And tonight we are a family, the big transatlantic NATO family, with our closest friends. With our friends from Ukraine.
Your wife?
With our friends from the Asia Pacific. So therefore this is really a big extended family dinner.
Especially your wife.
And we are so happy, also because we are here together with our spouses and our partners. And it's not always easy.
He referenced his wife.
Easy to be married to a politician, but
It's not easy to be married to a politician. Oh, don't worry. Because from what Biden says, she's getting around and having some fun anyway. By the way, his wife could be a lovely person. I'm not even saying this happened. If you guys watch the video, the fact that how Biden came across like, I banged your wife. It's just ridiculous.
therefore we are extremely grateful that you have joined us tonight and during the summit, and that we can spend this evening together. We are a military alliance with close partners that we work together with every day. So therefore, a toast for the most successful, the strongest, and the longest lasting alliance in history. Yeah, okay, toast. And thank you so much. Yeah, okay. Thank you. Okay. So, cheers for the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, NATO.
All right,
Yeah.
Drink to your wife. All right, guys, the next one I want to show you. Now, this is where he is sitting with the Prime Minister. Watch this with me. Tell me if you see or hear anything weird. Check this out.
Good to see you. Hope you're okay. Don't get hit in the head with the camera.
Try. Do you want a socket? Do you want a socket?
By the way, I heard.
By the way,
News.
Good news is right. I tell you what, that's all because of the Prime Minister.
Not lost a game under the Labour government in 2024.
Is football coming home, Prime Minister?
It looks like it.
Well, welcome. And it's good that we had a long conversation on the phone when you won. Give me your hand there, pal.
he went to shake his hand, and he just stayed there like this. Was give me your hand. I love it. I love how awkward this stuff is. It's a joy for me to watch.
The best of allies, maybe in the whole world. And we really need to continue to cooperate. And a lot we can talk about. And I think that start off, we can talk about what we call football, what we call soccer.
Oh, soccer.
By the way, soccer has become incredibly popular here in the United States. It really is growing. And but at any rate, there's a lot to
Let's build some rapport and talk about something that we share and we can connect with awkwardly. Shake my hand. I mean, he's not wrong. Like, soccer is incredibly popular everywhere but, like, the U.S. I think it's becoming a little more so. He's not wrong there, but it's so awkward. It's so painfully awkward.
going on. I think you're seeking closer ties in Europe. It's good for all of us, the Transatlantic Alliance. I think it's a great idea that we're going to be working together on. I thought we had a good meeting today, NATO.
Very good.
I thought we had
Very
a good
good.
meeting, and I think things are moving in the right direction. I feel really optimistic about where things are moving. But welcome.
Thank you very much, Mr.
It looked like he went to shake his hand again. Did you see it? It looks like he just got lost and was like, oh wait, I've done this before. And he already did it awkwardly.
President. And firstly, congratulations on a really successful summit. It's been an incredibly important moment, 75 years, a bigger NATO, a stronger NATO, and a NATO with the resolve that we need. I thought the medal, the honour for Jens Stoltenberg yesterday was a very special moment. I don't think he was expecting it.
No, he wasn't. I owe him a pick. He was
He's referring the medal of the guy that he banged his wife, by the way. This is all about that guy.
leaving.
He
And I intervened when he was going to leave, and I sort of got my knees and begged him to say, no, I'm only kidding. But I talked to him in the stand, and his wife still talked to me. She spoke to me yesterday.
I had lunch with him when he was just about to go to the central bank and was saying, I'm free. And then you spoke to him, and he's still in the job.
No, he's done a great job.
But the special relationship is so important. It's forged in difficult circumstances, endured for so long, and stronger now than ever. So we're very pleased to be able to come so early in the government to recommit to NATO, to recommit to the special relationship, and to have the opportunity to discuss these affairs with you is really important for
Well,
us.
figurative sense,
5 days in.
I kind of see you guys as the knot tying the Transatlantic Alliance together. The closer you are with Europe, the more you're engaged, the more, because we know where you are, we know where we are in both countries.
No, I think that's absolutely right. And now, of we go into a cup final on Sunday on top of all of that. So very good. I actually I began to watch the game with the Netherlands Prime Minister, but we left at 1-1.
Well, you guys are still talking to one another?
We haven't seen each other since, so we'll have to see.
Well, we got a lot to talk about. Thank you all for coming.
All right, guys, now take a look at something that I found. Now, this is from a channel you guys have heard me talk about before, Mr. Burgundy. Hilarious. Go subscribe. He finds so many funny gaffes with President Biden, and it just cracks me up every day. Check this out. Fist clenching can be a sign of some worrisome conditions, and Sergeant Soggy Bottom does it all. It's a new name for me.
Let me ask you about that with just in terms of inflation, because you had told us at a town hall, I think it was in July, that this was just near-term inflation. The Wall Street Journal recently talked to like 67 financial experts who said that they saw high inflation going all the way or deep into 2022. Do you think it's going to last for a while?
For I am the great cornholio.
Holding NATO together. And then expanding that cadre to 40 countries, including Japan, engaged in European affairs, and helping Ukraine, in order to deal with the one thing that I was worried and always remain worried about. Putin believed he could break up the solidarity of the West.
That's weird, guys.
We rebuilt NATO. We increased it. My God. Everybody's afraid to take him on whether they agree with him or not. And it's incredibly dangerous. The last thing we need is to see NATO start to break apart. It'd be a disaster for the United States, disaster for Europe.
Perhaps he has a medical problem.
Biden had the new English PM to the Oval Office and gave us another 8 seconds. Check this out, guys.
I kind of see you guys as the knot tying the transatlantic alliance together. The closer you are with Europe, the more you're engaged, the more, because we know where you are, we know where we are, which other countries.
First sign of senility.
All right, guys, and I got a couple more videos because these are hilarious, also from Ron Burgundy. This comes directly from NATO. I want you to listen to some of the stuff that Biden has done. Sergeant Senile loves to jabber about Ukraine. Too bad he can't say Ukraine. No, he can't. He can't say a lot of things.
In just the past few weeks, we provided $300 million of humanitarian assistance to the people in Ukraine and in neighboring countries. In addition to bolstering Ukraine's resistance on the battlefield, not only is he trying to take over Ukraine, he's literally trying to wipe out the culture and identity of the Ukrainian people. The people of Ukraine. Our support for Ukraine will not waver. By the House, the war in Ukraine comes on by the House. Yes, because if we support Ukraine, we're supporting all of Europe. Putin may circle Kyiv with tanks, but he'll never gain the hearts and souls of the Iranian people.
Wrong again. You suck at this.
Biden just spoke on the world stage to NATO and embarrassed himself again. I love this.
And Putin wants nothing less than Ukraine's total subjugation, to end Ukraine's democracy, destroy Ukraine's culture.
I've heard that before.
He thought we would roll over. He was wrong. The Ukrainian people are too brave.
So that's what's going on with NATO, and I want to talk a little bit about this, the fist clenching. Did you guys catch that before? And he does that a lot. So a lot of what's been talked about, which I completely agree with, is it's not just the fact that he's bumbling words, it's his body language, his gait, the way he moves. That can be indicative of different cognitive, neurological issues and decline and going downhill. And yeah, if you notice, first of all, there's a little shuffle sometimes he does, especially when he's lost with his feet. And there's a lot of this, just fist, awkward fists for no reason, out of nowhere. It's a lot of like Ron Burgundy, Talladega Nights, I don't know what to do with my hands, which is one of my favorite scenes on the planet. I quote that all the time. But yeah, this is just really weird. And so I'm just like, what, are you trying to fight people? Are you trying to fight the guy you banged his wife? And guys, I'm not even saying that that happened, but if you go watch that video, it's exactly what it sounds like. So can you imagine that he gives the medal, the Presidential Medal of Freedom or something to the guy, and it's supposed to be this amazing thing, right? This high status, high honor, and the world is laughing at him because it sounds like as Biden gives him the medal, he says, by the way, I banged your wife, forgive me. And then you got to go over to that guy's house and like stand there awkwardly for like 30 or 40 minutes with all this weird music playing for no reason. Have it filmed, and then you got to go give a speech with the guy while he's doing like, I don't know, fighting fists. Guys, it just looks so bad. It looks so bad. And it's just so interesting because I feel like this is why I keep saying to you guys, we have to also look at things from a spirituality perspective. Instead of everybody freaking out, well, first, I think the Republicans are just, they're loving it because people who are Republican or people like me, I lean more right at this point, or I lean more conservative, but I'm not going to subscribe to anyone or anything because I also don't like certain things about the conservatives. I don't like what they've done with women's health care. But not because I think we should be running around ending lives, because I think we should have better health care so women never have to be in that position. But that's not a conversation people are ready to talk about. My point is I don't subscribe either way, but I think the Republicans are having a field day because they're finally being validated on what we've been saying and what we've been seeing about this man. And the Democrats are melting down because they don't know what to do. And I find it hilarious. I just find it hilarious. And the bottom line is this, on a spiritual level, guys, this is all supposed to happen. This is why don't freak out no matter what side you're on. Chill, relax, and let's laugh at the circus. Let's laugh and enjoy ourselves and have a good time. Because whatever you want to call God, source, the universe, whatever word you want to use for that highest source of love in the universe, right? Love, compassion, energy, is basically shining a light on all these nasty things. The systems have to crumble, but not in a way that's necessarily destructive. We do have to show a light on what's going on before something better can come in. We don't have to go all crazy and burn the house down. We literally have to allow the right people or the right ideas and things to rise up and say, I like that, and put your energy there. So just know, no matter how crazy things look, no matter what's going on, these are all really good signs that good things are just about to happen. Remember, when you put light on something, light, as Trump says, and he is correct, acts as a disinfectant. Think about it. If you've been in the dark forever, you shine a big light, all of a sudden, people will start yelling and screaming and, my eyes, it hurts. It does hurt. And on that level, yes, metaphorically, it hurts to have to face truths about what's really going on, to have to look at your own cognitive dissonances. But these are the steps we have to take to create a better world. And that's what we're going to do on this channel. And that's what I will always preach. What do you guys think? Are there things going on here that I didn't see that you picked up on? What do you think about all this? And guys, remember, tonight we have the big press conference. He's doing his own press conference and taking questions. Is it my birthday? Is it my birthday? This is, honestly, guys, I am so entertained by this whole situation. I can't wait. I just keep thinking like he's going to poop his pants again. And Whoopi Goldberg's going to come up there and they're just going to poop together. And as she said, they're going to dance in their own poop. Did you see it? I have a short. Go look at it. Whoopi's like, he poops his pants. I poop my pants all the time. I step in it. All right, I'm going to go because I have way more stuff. He's got other stuff he's done today too. It's just going to get funnier and funnier. Guys, if you like this content, make sure and subscribe. Give me a like and leave me a comment. Tell me what you think. Everything helps the channel. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here to just have fun and giggle at the circus. And until the next time, y'all, I'm giving y'all hugs, kisses, stay safe, and I will see you soon. Bye.